Alright guys, this is the part 2 of our popcorn machine. So this is what we have built so far, and then I want to do some cleanup before we start this one. So if you go to edit mode by pressing tab, before that let me just quickly enable my shortcut keys. Okay, now if you closely look, you can see in your glasses there are two. So if you build the machine same way that I did, so you should end up with in double walls in the big glass, right? So I just want to clean that up a little bit. So if you see that one, only if you are in this X-ray mode, right? So if you are not in X-ray mode, you can see that, and if you must be in material preview or in this preview layout, right? So if you click on the back and then make sure that you are in the edit mode, tab into edit mode, and in the page selection mode, if you click on this back dot, you can select that page and then press X, select pages. So you delete that, and then also on the side there is another face, press X and then delete. Below the same thing, X and delete. Same thing here, X and delete. The other one, X delete. Side, X delete. Okay, now you save this. Alright, so disable the X-ray mode, select this face and this page. So before I do this, I want to apply my mirror. So let's go to object mode. Before that, I want to hide this. Select this our reference image and then press H to hide it. That will give us a little bit of a nice view. Go to modifier tab and then apply each modifier, mirror modifier. Okay, now if you go to edit mode, you can see you can edit all of this, and then in the edit mode select all of them, all the window faces, to make it slightly easier for us to assign materials. If you select all the glasses and then press P, click on selection, that will be a separate component, right? So that glasses will be a separate component, and then this one will be a separate component, right? Now I want to do the same thing for the roof. In the face selection mode, press and hold Alt, click on one of these edges and then Shift Alt, click on the other one. Go to top view, numpad key 7, and hold and shift key and drag to select the entire roof. Now press P, selection. Now your roof is a separate component, glass is a separate component, this frame is a separate component. Okay, now it is easy for us to assign materials. Before that, if you Alt H, you can get this back. Okay, and then the roof is having some stripes, right? So let's model this. We can apply a texture, but this is a very simple pattern, so I want to model it. Okay, so select the roof, go to edit mode, and then get some 1 2 3 4 5 maybe. Yeah, 5 6. Yeah, 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Go to the other side. Okay, I think it will not add too much of topology, but if you wish, you can apply a texture, right, rather than dividing this, but for the sake of easiness, I'm just dividing this. Alright, so now let's assign some colors to this. First, tab into edit mode, go to material preview, add a new one. Principal BST should be fine, red. and then go to metallic, make it all the way metallic, and then roughness reduce slightly. Okay, now if you go to edit mode again and then select this, alt go to page selection mode, alt click this, okay, and then go to select. There is a selection called checker deselect, right? So that will deselect every other thing. So come over here into the material section, add a new one, click on new item, and then make it white, click on assign. Right, so this is kind of like a very simple checker, but you know what, this is having some proportional issues, but we can fix it. I just want to show you a very quick way of building this. Now that one is that. Let's make it scale along z-axis slightly. Grab z. Okay, save it. Now go to glasses, click on new. Instead of the principal PSD, I'm going to select glass PSD and then select a very bluish color, and still, but you don't see that one as a glass because you can't see through, right? So let's scroll down, go to blend mode, under the settings, alpha hast. Still you don't see through, right? So that is the transparency of this thingy. Okay, now what I do here is select that glass, and then go to, if you go to render preview, you can see through there, right? You go to shading, and then you have the material for that particular glass. What I'm trying to do here is I'm going to mix this shader with a transparent shader, so that we add a little bit of a transparency to that window, right? So let's get into this mode so that you can see it clearly. Material preview, go to add, search for transparent. There is a translucent, that is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for transparent BSD, and then I want to mix these two shaders. Add shade, mix these two shaders. Now get this and connect to the mix shader. Now you can see through, right? So it's like a glass now, right? So you can see that our reference image through this window. Alright, that's what I want to do. If you wish, you can play with these numbers slightly, okay, to make it glass. And if you wish to have some shininess to this, what you can do is you can get these two. Let's get it here. This is not required, but you can do that one as well, right? So search for what do you call it, glossy BSD, and let's duplicate this, shift D, paste it here, connect this glossy BSD to this shader. Now you have a node setup that will make your glass transparent as well as glossy. Right, now you can see that. So to make it obvious, let's go to render preview, but still you don't see it. You go to world tab, and then click on this small circle next to color, select environment texture. Now it is all blue, purple. That's because that environment texture is missing. So you click on open, and then browse through your system to get HDR environment texture, and then open it. Now you can see that. Shading again, and then adjust our settings there. And then let's make it a little bit more transparent. All right, that's up to you. You can, you can change these settings as you wish until you get the desired output. So it's also noisy because of that cycles. Let's get back to Eevee, and now you can see. Let's make it 64 and see whether it is making any difference. Yeah. All right. Ambient occlusion and depth of field. Yeah. Screen reflections and also refractions. Yeah, that should do it. Now you have a glass and you have the roof. Now I want to do these frames, right? Let's go to material and then add a new one. Principal BST should be fine. I will rename this one frame, as a habit of naming things properly, and then go to color, select some grayish color, come down to metallic section, make it all the way 1, and then roughness, reduce that one up to maybe somewhere around 0.4, so that will make it like a metal bar. Okay, all right, so let's go to the bottom, the base of this one, and also I want to apply the mirror here as well. Go to the modifier tab, apply. Now tab, I want to select all these legs. Okay, enable X-ray mode, and then select box, select everything. All right, to make it much easier, I want to make it as a separate component. Now the legs are separate component. Go to material section, add a new material. Principal BST should be fine. Red. Let's make it wood, not metallic actually, right? Roughness, increase the roughness so it will look like a wood. All right, so let's go to this into edit mode, so and disable so let's have some stripes, 4. All right, now we can select the entire face loop, right, and then go to select, checker deselect, and then come over here, add a new material. White should be fine, assign, and then select let's assign red actually, red, and assign, select invert, create a new material, and then assign. Okay, that should do it for now. We can assign a texture map, but I don't want to make it complex, so that's why we do it in the modeling itself. All right, so now that one is done, so let's select our wheel, right? So tab into edit mode. That one has a mirror modifier, that's okay. I want to select my tube, control plus, right? I want to select the tube, control plus, right? So entire tube, and go to material, new, select black, and increase the roughness all the way up, and speculars, reduce the specularity. Okay, control Z, and select invert, and then create a new material for that, spokes. So let's create a metallic type material for that. Alright, that should do it. Alright, so that's look good. Now our assigning material part is almost done. Let's create some kind of like a pot that goes inside and a handle, right? That's it. And right, okay, let's focus on creating that container. Okay, select this one, shift S, cursor to selected, so this cursor comes over there. Now add mesh, a cylinder, scale, grab Z. Now I want to scale this one a little bit more, scale, shift C. Okay, now forward slash to have individual edit mode. Now tab into edit mode, get some loop cuts, place a loop cut somewhere here, and another one here, another one here, another one here. And then also face selection mode, click on this face, I for insect, extrude, and then another loop cut somewhere here. So you will notice why I am doing this. And also face selection mode, select this face, insert, again insert, get it all the way to this point. Do the same thing for the internal space as well, get it all the way to the middle. Now you have this surface. Face selection mode, select this face loop, alt click on that loop, alt E, extrude face along normals. Now tab into object mode, control 2. Right, so that is your container. Go to object, shade smooth. Right, now you have a container. Okay, so let's add a handle to this one. Add an object, mesh, cylinder, scale. Okay, now I need to rotate this one, rotate along y-axis 90 degrees. Tab into edit mode, get this face, extrude. Now get out of the individual mode, extrude again. Now go to side view, extrude. Now rotate, extrude, rotate. And shift S, cursor to selected. Now add UV sphere, scale it, tab out of edit mode. Now select this sphere, control 1 to add some loop cut. Fix this one, having a supporting loop. Alright, so I think we can assign a red shiny material to that. Select invert and then create a new one, new material, make it all the way metallic, and assign tab. Yeah, this one should be also metallic. Alright, so this is basically it. So let's add some supporting metals so that you see this one as hanging from that wall. Let's add a cube somewhere here. Select this, shift S, cursor to selected, add mesh cube, scale. Let's have some, go to edit mode and then have some loop cuts. And also alright. What we can do here is we can go to side view, select this, shift select this, these two, delete faces. Yeah, that should do it. Let's delete this and then duplicate this, shift D, X. Okay, that feels better. And this one feels like a very rough edge. And tab into edit mode, face selection mode, select tool and eye point set. Okay. Alright, so this is your popcorn machine with some colors assigned. Okay, not a texture for sure, but in the next video, as I said, I'm going to apply some logos on one of these walls, and then add some popcorns, and then a tiny detail of hinges to these doors and a door handle. Okay, so that way we can conclude our tutorial. So one more video on this series, right? So building a popcorn machine with some tiny details. Alright, so that's all for today. Hope you guys find this useful, and then if you did, thumbs up, like this video, and then share with your friends. Thank you very much, and also consider subscribing. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.